All right, one more. Well, right now. That's cool. I meant to say this before I got off last time, right? Don't let people project their mess onto you. Okay? Like their negative energy, right? Their negative thoughts, impulses, whatever it is. Don't let them project it off onto you. Okay? That's it. People have been doing that. Projecting their negative energy off on other people, trying to exchange energies. You get what I'm saying? Trying to exchange their bad energy for your good energy, for your divine energy, right? That's why I said in a couple videos back, it's more than a couple, I'm sure, several videos back, to learn how to evenly and equivocally distribute your energy, right? 1, 2, 3 on my timer. Learn how learn how to block out energy that is not yours, right? And that is negative. Okay? Learn how to not, because remember what the Bible says, right? Coming into agreement with something or someone, right? It's a covenant, right? It's a contract. Okay? You coming into agreement with whatever it is, right? Negative thought, negative emotions, feeling, whatever it is, right? As soon as the enemy brings a negative thought to your mind, right? A negative aspect or outlook or perspective of something, right? And you don't check that at the door, right? Remember I said not giving it an answer is also an answer, right? Not making a decision is also making a decision, right? So if you let 2, 3, 4 on my timer, if you let negative things in your mind, period, right, and then you let them play around in there, right, and you're not checking anything, you're not doing anything to offset these negative thoughts, emotions, perspectives from coming in, right? You're just letting them sit there. Well, that just makes you a culprit to the negativity, right? Because you're not checking it, you're not pushing it back out, you're not blocking it out, right? You're accepting it, you're agreeing with it, right? Especially if you're, let's say Satan comes to your head and says, "Oh, you're not chosen. Ain't nothing about you chosen. You'll never make it in you'll never have love. You'll never be in a relationship, a long-lasting relationship with someone who loves you, genuinely loves you, cares for you, will break their back for you, will take a bullet for you, will do anything for you. You'll never have that." As soon as you come into agreement with that in your mind, in your head, as soon as you come into agreement with that, you're making that so. You're making that whatever you said, you're making it true. You're making it true. Why? Because you're coming into agreement with it. You're coming into agreement with it. That's why it's a good thing, a smart thing, a responsible thing, right? To do your own research. Mm-hmm. To not just believe what a person would tell you about another person. It makes you a fool for you to just go along with whatever it is without doing any research, without checking anything, just blindly believing whoever and whatever you're hearing. 444 on my timer as I just looked up. It makes you a fool not to check. It makes you a fool not to do your own research, right? Not to find the truth of the matter, right? And leaning on the lie just because it feels good or just because whatever the case is, right? You make yourself a fool by not following through with the correct steps that you need to follow through with. Okay? Then you end up embarrassed. Then you end up ashamed. Then you know what I'm saying? All because you didn't you were too lazy to take the time to double check and see if that was true. To double check and see if that was accurate. And then who can you blame? Nobody. Why? Because you didn't double check. You didn't double check. You didn't see if that was true or not. You just believed it and went off along with it, right? So then you end up suffering the same consequences as the same ones who were telling the lies and that you were believing. You know what I'm saying? 611 upside down 911. So yeah, just learn how to not to accept people's negative energy. All right? Not to accept people's negative attitudes, their negative outlooks, their negative perspectives, especially when it comes to your life, especially when it comes to what you do, especially when it comes to who you are. Nobody else can tell you that. They can tell you what they think you are. Is that necessarily true? Hell no. Hell no, it's not. 654 one time, 456 in reverse. No, it ain't true. Right? Opinion. Never mind, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that. I'm about to say opinions is like, you know what? You know everybody has one, but it is. It is. Everybody has an opinion. Does it make it true? No. Not absolutely not. It's an opinion. It's what other people think. See what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with you, the actual person. It has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with how they see you, how they choose to see you, right? Which is different than what you're actually showing up as. Okay? And I don't get that about people. They can believe the lie, right? But everything in your actions is disproving the lie. You know what I'm saying? They can believe the lie about you, right? How though? Right? When everything that you're doing is disproving the lie. Who you are is disproving the lie. Who you've been is disproving the lie. The words you speak out of your mouth is disproving the lie. The way that you think is disproving the lie or the lies. Okay, bad things that were said about you every day. The fact that you're operating the way that you are and the grace that God has given you and the power that God has bestowed upon you, that disproves the lies. Period. It disproves the lies and makes them of none effect. They're of none effect already, right? To you and to I, but to the outside world, okay, the illusion starts to fall. Okay, and when the illusion starts to fall, that means judgment is here. When the illusions start to fall and you start to see things for what they really are, that means judgment is here. So don't let people push off their negative energy on you, right? Especially because of their mistakes, because of their ignorance. Actually, not mistakes, because mistakes garner the fact that you didn't know, right? Or there was an illusion of a lack of choices in the situation, right? And you had to just make a choice. No, a lot of these weren't mistakes. They were choices, right? A lot of them weren't mistakes. They were choices. Now, there may have been some mistakes within those choices or around those choices, but ultimately, they were choices that people made. There were choices that somebody made without double checking, without proof, full proofing, without anything, right? So be careful and learn how to combat, right, the negativity, right, properly. All right, all right. So I'll holla. All right, I'll holla. I holla. I holla. I love y'all, man. I really do. All right. I don't know if I haven't said that in a while. I feel like I haven't, but I love y'all. All right. Um, always know that. Always know that. Okay. Boy, you better knock on the door next time. You about to get shot. You scaring me, and I did it. Walking in, I was just like, what? What's that? All right, I'll holler at y'all. Peace.